Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from mathematics subject, playing with the numbers topic we are going to continue. So in our last video, we learned about divisibility, divisibility by 10, divisibility by 5, like that divisibility rules for different numbers we have discussed. In today's video, we are going to discuss about general properties of divisibility. General properties of divisibility. Okay. So here, property 1. So if a number is divisible by another number, so if a number like 18, if it is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factors of that number. Each of the factors of that number. Suppose number 18 is divisible by 6, which means that 6, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. Here the number 6 is having 4 factors. Here the number 18 divisible by 6, that is given. That is given. But from that given statement, what conclusions we can draw means, here the 6 is having factors 1, 2, 3, 6. So this 18 is divisible by all the factors of 6 because it is divisible by 6. So it means that if 18 is divisible by 6, if 18 is divisible by 6, 18 is also divisible by all the factors of 6. All the factors of 6. That is the first property. Okay. So here 36 is divisible by 12. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So what does it mean? 36 is divisible by all these 6 factors. 36 is divisible by 1, is divisible by 2, is divisible by 3, is also divisible by 12. Like that we can guess. Okay. Now another example. 45 is divisible by 15. So indirectly, what does it mean? What are the factors of 15? The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, 15. So 45 is also divisible by factors of 15. Means 45 is divisible by 1, 45 is divisible by 3, 45 is divisible by 5, 45 is divisible by 15. Okay. So this is first property regarding properties of divisibility. Regarding properties of divisibility. Okay, children? Next. So property 2. Property 2. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product. Then it is divisible by their product. What are co-prime numbers, children? What are co-prime numbers? Suppose here 3, 5. The factors of 3 are 1, 3. Factors of 5 are 1, 5. What are their common factors? They have only 1 as their common factor. So they are called co-primes. Okay. Co-prime means the numbers which are having only 1 as common factor, they are called as co-primes. It is not compulsory that they should be prime, because these two are co-prime numbers. In the co-prime numbers, we are having the word prime. It does not means that both of them compulsorily to be prime. It's not compulsory. They may be prime, they may not be prime, but the condition is their common factor should be only 1. their common factor should be only 1. So here, according to this property, what they are going to tell, if a number like 30 is divisible by co-primes, means here 3 and 5 are co-primes. If a number 30 is divisible by 15, then it is also divisible by these co-prime numbers product, means 3 into 5, 15. It is also divisible by 15. Here 3, 5 are co-prime numbers, 3, 5 times 15. If 30 is divisible by 3 and 5, 3 and 5 are co-primes. So 30 is also divisible by 15. Okay, children? Next. Next. Let's take another number, 84. 84. Let's take another number, 84. 84 is divisible by 4. 4 21 times 84, 0. 84 is also divisible by 7. 7 12 times 84, 0. What is the nature of 4 and 7? What is the nature of 4 and 7? The factors of 4 are 1 and 4. The factors of 7 are 1 and 7. What is their common factor? Only 1. 1 is the only common factor of 4 and 7. So they are called co-primes. They are called co-primes. So here 84 is divisible by co-primes. So according to this property, what does it mean? What is the product of co-primes? 4 into 7. How much? 28. 4 into 7, how much? 28. So 28 3 times 84. Is it divisible by 28? 28 3 times 84. 28 3 times 84, 0. Means if 84 is divisible by 4 and 7, which are co-primes, then 84 is also divisible by 28, which is their product. Which is their product. Okay, children. Next. 12. 12 is divisible by 3. 3 4 times 12. 12 is also divisible by 6. 6 2 times 12. But 3 into 6, how much? 18. 12 is not divisible by 18 because 18 is bigger than 12. Why it is not divisible by 18? Because 3 and 6 are not co-primes. They are not co-primes because the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. What are their common factors? 1 is common, 3 is common. So they are not co-primes. So that's why this number is not divisible by their product. This number is not divisible by their product. Okay, children? That is property 2. What does it say, children? Once again, I am repeating. If a number is divisible by co-primes, then it is also divisible by the product of co-primes. So next, property 3. Property 3. So if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum also divisible by the same number. Means if two given numbers, in previous properties we have considered only one number, but in this property we are considering two numbers. Let the two numbers be 20 and 44. 20 is divided by 4. 20 is divided by 4. 4 5 times 20. 44 is also divisible by 4. 4 11 times 44. Means two numbers. What are they? One is 20, another one is 44. They are divisible by same number 4. They are divisible by same number 4. Now what is this? According to this property, what is the rule? If two numbers are divided by same number, then their sum, that two numbers sum, 20 plus 44, 64. 20 plus 44, 64. It is also divisible by 4. It is also divisible by 4. Means 4, 64. 4, 1 is 4, 2 is remaining 24, 4 6 times 24, 0. It is also divisible by 4. Okay, children. Next, two numbers. One is 24, another one is 42. Are divisible by 6. Because 6 4 times 24, 6 7 times 42. They are divisible by 6. If two numbers are divisible by same number, then their sum, 24 plus 42, 66, is also divisible by 6. Because 6 11 times 66, also divisible by 6. Okay, next. Next, 18, 46. What is that sum? What is the sum of 18 and 46? 64 is divisible by 4. 64 is divisible by 4. But 18 is not divisible by 4. It's not. 46 is not divisible by 4. Okay. If two numbers are divisible by 4, then only sum will be divisible by 4. That is possible. But if the sum is divisible by 4, two numbers are divisible by 4, that may not be applicable. That may not be applicable. Try to understand, children. So here, according to this property, what we are telling, if two numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is divisible by that number. But if we take reverse, if the sum, like 64, is divisible by number 4, if the sum is written as two numbers, 18 plus 46, then 18 divisible by 4, 46 divisible by 4 is not possible, because we are taking the property in reverse. So that's why it is not possible. It may not possible. Only according to this order only it is possible. If two are divisible by 4, then sum will be divisible by 4. Next children. Property 4. Property 4. If two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. Same like property 3 only. But in property 3, sum we have taken. But in property 4, we are taking the difference. We are taking the difference. So 44, 20 divisible by 4, because 4 11s are 44, 4 5 times 20. So then what is the difference? 44 minus 20, what is the difference? 24. Also divisible by 4, because 4 6 times 24. Okay. Next 75, 40. Both are divisible by 5, because 5 15s 75, 5 8 times 40. What is the difference? 75 minus 40, 35. It is also divisible by 5, because 5 7 times 35. Okay, children, this property also proved by examples. But if you take in reverse, 28 is divisible by 7. The difference of 46 and 28, 18 is 28, divisible by 7. Then it's not compulsory that 46 is divisible by 7, 18 is divisible by 7. They are not divisible by 7. Why? Because directly we are taking, if difference is divisible by 7, then that numbers are divisible by 7 may not be possible. In first example, second example, what we have taken, numbers are divisible by 7. So difference is divisible by, numbers are divisible by 4, difference is divisible by 4. But in this note, what we are taking, difference is divisible by 7. Hence, numbers divisible by 7 may or may not possible. Okay, children, these are the 4 properties. So, individual divisibility of divisibility by individual number, we have learned about some rules, and after that we have general properties of divisibility. In that, property 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. Basing on these properties also, we can tell whether a number is divisible by another number or not. Okay, children. Next example. So example 9. Determine 25,110 is divisible by 45. Is divisible by 45. If to determine if it is divisible by 45, we test its factors. What are the factors of 45? Or 45 can be written as product of 5 into 9. 45 can be written as product of 5 into 9. 5 into 9. Because we have divisibility rules for 5 and 9, not for 45. So that's why we are writing 45 as a product of 5 into 9. So here, children, in the question, they are asking whether 25,110 is divisible by 45 or not. But what we are doing, we are writing 45 as a product of 5 into 9. So why? Because we know the divisibility rules for 5 and 9. 5 and 9, and according to which property? According to this property 2. Property 2. If a number is divisible by 2 co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product. So here 5 and 9 are co-primes, because their 5 factors are 1 and 5, 9 factors are 1, 3, 9. Common factor is only 1. So that's why they are considered as co-primes. So what we will check? According to property 2, what we will check? If this number is divisible by both 5 and 9, it is also divisible by 45. Like that we can tell. Okay. So for checking the divisibility of 45, we test it for the divisibility of 5 and 9 both. So the number in digits place, unit digit place, it is having 0 in ones place. So it is divisible by 5 according to divisibility rules. What is the rule for 9? Sum of all the digits. 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2. Sum of all the digits 9. If the sum of all the digits is divisible by 9, so the number is divisible by 9. Sum of all the digits we have calculated, we got 9, which is divisible by 9. So this number is also divisible by 9. And what is the special property of 5 and 9? 5 and 9 both are co-primes. So therefore, the number is divisible by co-prime numbers. So it is also divisible by product of co-prime numbers according to property 2, which is 45. So it is divisible by 45. So here we have proved that it is divisible by 45 without actual division. Without actual division. But how? By using the property of divisibility rules and properties. Next. Example, children. A number is divisible by both 5 and 12. By which other numbers will that number always be divisible? So, a number is divisible by both 5 and 12. But still they are asking which other numbers. Is there any other number which will divide the given number? Like that they are asking. So let's take that number be n. Let a natural number. Let's say it as n, divisible by both 5 and 12. Both 5 and 12. But what is the special property of 5 and 12? The factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. What are common? Only 1 is common. So they are co-primes. So here 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers. So using property 2, if number n is divisible by two co-prime numbers, number n is also divisible by their product. 5 into 12, 60. N is also divisible by 60. Okay. So given number always divisible by 60. But we have one more property. According to property 1, if a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by all the factors of that number. Means, so what does it mean? If n is divisible by 60, n is also divisible by all the factors of 60. All the factors of 60 using property 1. Using property 1. So what are the factors of 60 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 60. These are all the factors of 60. So this number n is divisible by all these numbers along with 5 and 12. Here we have not mentioned, in all these numbers we have not mentioned 5 and 12 because they are asking by which other numbers. 5 and 12 already they have given. They are asking by which other numbers. In all these factors, we will omit this 5 and 12 and remaining all other numbers we can write, and we can tell n is divisible by all these other numbers along with 5 and 12. Okay, children. So that's why concept is very, very important. If you understand the concept, then you can apply the concept to any problem. Because here what concept we have applied? So whatever properties we have learned there, whatever divisibility rules we have learned there, that we have applied. Without concept, you cannot solve these types of problems. So that's why, children, so you have to be strong regarding the concepts. So then they may ask any kind of problem in the exam hall. You can be able to attempt that question. Next, children. Prime factorization. Prime factorization. Okay. Prime factors. So the factors of 24. The factors of 24 are, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. These are all the factors of 24. How to write factors of 24? 24 we can write a product of 1 into 24, next 2 into 12, next 3 into 8, next 4 into 6. After that 6 into 4, 6 into 4 repeated. So these are enough. So from here, downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, right side, 6, upside, 8, 12, 24. These are all the factors of 24. Like that we can find the factors. But out of all these 8 factors, only 2 and 3, these two numbers are prime numbers. So these two numbers, actually these 8 numbers are called factors of 24. But these 2, 2, 3, these two numbers are called prime factors of 24. These 2 and 3 are called in 2 ways. They are factors of 24. They are also called as prime factors of 24 because they are prime numbers. What is a prime number, children? A number is divisible by only 1 and itself. A number is divisible by only 1 and itself is called prime number. So 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Okay. So when a number is expressed as product of its factors, we can say that the number has been factorized. The number has been factorized. So here 24 is there. We can write it as 4 into 6. So what does it mean? This 24 number is factorized. Means written as a product of other numbers. 24 number is factorized. This is one kind of factorization of 24. So 24 writing as 4 into 6 is called factorization first type. But 24 can also be written as 2 into 12. It is also factorization but second type. 24 can also be written as 3 into 8. It is also called factorization third type. Like that, factorization we can do in different ways. But still, if we reduce this 4 and 6 to prime numbers, 4 can be written as 2 into 2. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. 2 can be written as 2, that's all. 12 can be written as 2 into 6. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. 3, we will keep it same as it is. 8 can be written as 2 into 4. 3 same. 2 same. 4 can be written as 2 into 2. All 4 numbers we will write in order. Means whatever factorization we have done in 3 ways, we have reduced to simplest terms. We have reduced to simplest terms. Means finally we are getting this common. We are getting this, if we reduce them to simplest terms, we are getting this common factorization in simplest terms, which is consisting of all prime numbers, which cannot be reduced further. Which cannot be reduced further, because 2 means we should not write as 1 into 2. So because 1 is neither prime number nor composite number. So this is the simplest form, and all the numbers are present in which all the numbers which are present are called prime numbers. So this factorization is called prime factorization. This upside one is called only factorization. But this downside one is called prime factorization because it is having all the prime numbers. Prime factorization means if a natural number like 24 in this case, if a natural number is expressed as a product of prime numbers like 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, then the factorization of the number, this is called prime factorization or complete factorization. For 6, 2 into 3. For 21, 3 into 7. For 12, 2 into 2 into 3. For 100, 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. These are all examples of prime factorization of different natural numbers. Different natural numbers which cannot be simplified further without using 1. With using 1, we can make them simplify. 1 into 2, this 2 also, 1 into 2. But without using 1, we cannot write 2 as a product of 2 numbers. Or we cannot write 5 as a product of 2 numbers without using 1. Only 1 into 5 we can write. In other way we can't write. Okay, Janan. Let's discuss about remaining topics in next video. So thank you for watching our video channel. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.